Welcome everybody to another video here on the channel where we discuss UI UX design, and recently we have been discussing about colors. So we have created this monochromatic design. Okay, then in the previous video, actually you can check it out, we have made it colorful. We have colored it, and from a monochromatic style we have reverted to somewhat of a greenish color style. Today, I would like to share with you information on how we can take a design and change it or redefine it to be in dark mode. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the base design here, just Control C to copy. And I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to name this dark mod. So I'm going to paste the design. Okay, this is so the starting design. We can just duplicate it and grab and just put it there. And we can give this a suffix again of dark. Okay, so when we talk about darkness or dark design, we are focusing mainly on two things. Those are contrast and lightness. So contrast and lightness are two theories or concepts in color choice. Okay, so what are they? First of all, if we have a square here, let's get this frame, and maybe we have this frame. Okay, so when you see your color wheel, you see your color choices here. For example, for this red, as you go up on the Y or up and down, as you go up in this direction, you are increasing the lightness. As you go down, you are decreasing the lightness. As you go left, saturation, and as you go right, desaturation. So as we go up, if we are creating lightness, then dark mode should be somewhere below the center point. So here is the dark mode. So even for complete saturation, this is what will be considered dark mode, and this is what will be considered light mode. So that's one concept of it, which is lightness or brightness, you can say. The other concept is contrast. So look at this square, okay? So we have a square inside of the frame. Now this square does exist, but if I don't select it, it's very hard to see. You cannot see it. It is impossible to distinguish. That is because of low contrast. Contrast is the difference between the background and the element. Okay, for example, let's say I make this completely black. This is now very visible, and in fact, white and black, these two are the most contrasting colors on the color wheel. So you cannot go more contrast, get more contrast than this. So in a dark mode design, what we want to do is we want to have our backgrounds and our overall design theme to be in the lower part of the saturation, or the lightness, but also we want there to be maximum contrast with the elements, meaning like this. So using this knowledge, we're gonna take this design and change it to be dark mode. Okay, first thing, when we say dark mode, light mode, we are talking mainly the background. So that's where we're going to start. So as you can see now, the background is full white, and I'm not going to be using variables today because we're just changing the overall design from the previous tutorial series we have done, and I don't think knowing this applies. So I'm just going to be using regular colors. You're free to use the variables, and I encourage you. It's good to learn your software. Okay, so now from the absolute lightness, we don't want to go absolute darkness. So for our background, it is okay to go full white. It is not okay though to go full black. Why is that the case? Because it's not full black feels off in your web design. For when you see full black, it's like you're getting lost in the design. Not in a good way, actually. Yeah, it's like it's not a good design to principle to follow. So it's good to follow the rule that you don't want your backgrounds to be full black. Instead, what you want to do is you want to actually go to full black, then go up, slightly up, into an off black color. And in fact, I'm going to use the page color and change it to something like grayish, like this, to get maximum uh, contrast. Okay, continuing on, we want, you see the black background here? We want to go through our design and actually refine it, okay? And we want to add what we have talked about, which is contrast. We want there to be contrast in our design, so we're going to be changing it. So some things obviously don't work here. The first thing being the grid here. And in fact, we're going to be focusing on the grid a bit later. So I'm going to go both here and in the footer and disable the grid. Just for now. Just for now, I'm going to be disabling the grid. Also, we can do it here. We have to go and disable the grid. We're going to be adding the grid back, but now let's just focus on the base design. Let's start from the navbar. We want to change all the black to be white, and we want to change all the whites to be black. So again, maximum contrast. So for dark, it's most of the time it's the opposite when you're talking about light theme and dark theme. So just opposite colors. Here though, something has to change. We don't want this to be actual full black, but we want it to blend with the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the color, click the eyedropper here, and just go and select it. So now our colors match. Okay, let's go here. Again, we're going to select the black and make it full white. We're going to select the gray 700, and instead, okay, now what we're going to do is we want to go here. Okay, so this is light for light theme. So what is when I say light theme, I mean we were on a light background, so this should have been dark. But now what we want to do is we want to go on the opposite side and go into the light part. So here from this part, we want to go to the opposite side of it and the color wheel. So I think this works. AF, AF, AF. This works, I think. Okay, great. Now we want to change the, so this is very simple again. We want to change the black to white and the white to black. We can actually just remove the, okay, yeah. We can use the variables as it makes it a bit easier. So, okay. Here too, again, we are doing the absolute same thing. We are choosing black and we are changing it to white. We are choosing white and we are changing it to black. We are choosing the gray 600 and we are going AF, AF, AF. And we are choosing the gray 800, which is this. And we are going to the opposite side of the dark spectrum, and it should be right around here. Around here. So that's 36, 36, 36. Great. We want to go here. Again, we are just doing the same thing. We are following the principles we have already set. So we want to go black, should be white. This is a placeholder, so I'm not going to change it. Don't worry about it. So then we want to go here, AF, AF, AF. We want to go here. I think it's 36 or 36, 36, 36. Okay, great. So this is working great. You can already see how the design feels like a proper dark mode design. it feels like this is like the dark mode style for this. Let's just edit this part and we're going to go back to the hero section and work on the grid in a moment. So here it's very simple. We have two colors, right? We want to change the gray. So I wanted the gray here to be a color where we go on the background and we off it. So now we are doing the same. We are selecting the background and we make it a bit off. That's it. So it's a one-time color, so I'm not going to worry about that. The black should be white. Obvious. Now we have the symbol section. Now let's go back to the hero section and we have this disabled. Now we have to adjust the colors, right? So this time what makes it a bit different is that we have a linear and we're going to be working with that. But first, gray 800, 900 actually should be on the black side, right? So here. Okay, so that's the actual color of the grid lines. Now here we want to change this to black. Not actually black. Here. Is it here? Yeah. What is the color actually? Oh, A. So we want to change here. And we want to change this too. Okay, now that we have changed it, let's go here. Okay, I'm not seeing the grid colors. The grids. Okay, so here are the grids. And okay, we have to make this 0%, and it is showing up. And this looks like a good grid here. Okay, yeah, we have created this grid in the parts, in the previous part, in the previous tutorial series, so you can check it out. Okay, the grid I think is broken a bit. Yeah, I think it's broken a bit. Let's move it back here. It's back, okay. That's interesting. I just wanted to show you how you work with gradients. You can just remove this for now, or you can just see how you use width and background. You don't have to worry about that much. Let's just move on to this part. Now we're gonna take the whole part. The black should be white. Again, the full black should be full white. Full white should be full black. Then the gray 800 should be, if you remember, right? 36, 36, 36. The gray 600 should be the gray 600, which should be AF, AF, AF. Then the actual gray 900s. So the actual this color should be on the dark side too. Right? Okay. Now what we want to do again is we want to select all these in the background instead of this color. We want it to match to the background, right? Great. So another part converted fully into a dark theme. So you're seeing how easy it is, right? So you don't have to be intimidated when talking about uh, backgrounds, dark modes. It's very easy. This just depends on how you change the color. I'm thinking about making a full series on dark mode, so stay tuned actually for that. Now again, we change the full black to full white, the full white to full black. The gray 600 should be AF. Is it AF? Okay, I think I forgot actually. AF, AF, AF. The gray 800. Okay, this I think should be 36 or 6 or 6. Then AF, AF, AF. Okay, this AF, AF, AF. This one? Yeah, yeah, okay. This should be 36 or 6 or 6. Gray 850 should be on the opposite side actually, which we haven't spoken about. So let's put it here. I think it's the same as 36, so I'm just gonna do that. Then we want to go back again, do the same thing. We want to go back, select all of these, and the background should not be complete black, but rather it should be this color. Again, not complete black, but it should be this color. Great. Another section done. Very simple, very easy. Okay, actually, you see here the grid. This grid is actually working as now here. When you already have a dark background, you have two choices. Either you could leave it like this. You could leave it like this and add a simple border and make it maybe gray 800, something like this. Now this works actually. This works pretty good. Or you could go and change it to be in light theme. Uh, Now this actually works. I don't hate it. It actually goes well with the design. But in the spirit of showing you how this is actually to be converted, I would like to do that. So let's just remove the background, this accent. You know what? And I'm going to show you how to change the color, as I don't think this grid is broken. So let's just for now let's just remove the grid, and the white should be black. The black should be white. The Okay, so the black 200 is the actual background color, and we want to change this to be white. Then the gray 800 background, so we want to change this into to being like this type, right? So I think it's 36, 36, 36, which we've been working with, and these two whites are similar. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. So here we have like it's bland. Okay, so if we go here and remove the footer's grid system, it is not as bland as the white one. The reason is that dark theme has some benefits. It's more interesting to the eye. So when you look at it in this perspective, completely bland. So that's the effect white has on your brain. So we're going to be enabling this. Okay, now that we have enabled it, how can we make it work actually? It's very simple. It is actually very simple to make it work. What we're going to do is change here. We want to change, we want to go over to the grid system actually. So only the grid system. And we want to change the color of the grids. The color of the grids should be, it is, okay, now we have this, right? So what we do, it is very simple. It's very similar to what we've been doing here. We take this color and we translate it. So from the dark mode, or from the dark side of your color wheel, or color selector here, you want to go into the light mode, equivalent light mode. So it's going to be somewhere over here. Okay. Then let's go over the gradient. So the gradients should be white to white from 0 to 100. And you're seeing like how the grid works. Okay, so it is relative. I think that's the best way to explain this. Everything when you change from dark mode to light mode is relative. It's relative in a sense that your color selections should be constant, and your color selections should also be in contrast with one each other. So everything, if we start from the top to the bottom, everything is visible, has high contrast. For example, only the exception being this, which is a design choice. We want it to be one selected, and when you hover over its other part selected. We have discussed about this kind of animation ideologies in design in the modern landing page creation series. But what you need to realize here is that everything here is in good contrast and in the dark side of the color spectrum. So we can just go over the designs and see the difference actually. I'm just going to go over the designs here. You can see from the hero section, the features. This is a mix of the categories and the testimonials and the footer. Now when we converted that to a dark mode design, we have this. Again, the hero section. And every features section, everything repeated. Even the GitHub logo has been updated. So the thing is, it's relative. It's what you like. It's not, there's not, you cannot say dark mode is better or light mode better. It's better. You can decide, you can have your own choice. But I'm gonna give that question to you. Which one do you think is better? For me, personally, I do like this dark mode, light theme design here. But as more and more, the more and more I'm looking at this dark mode, I'm really loving it, like really liking it. So, what do you think? Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and more than enjoying it, I really hope you learned something from it. Check out the tutorial series on the previous tutorial series actually, where we created this design to learn some things about design principles in general. Okay, also you can check out the previous part where we use color. So thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed again, and until next time, goodbye.